These are brutally honest truths that will help you quit porn faster. I'm Jeremy Lipkowitz, founder of Unhooked Academy. I help driven guys break free from porn and compulsive habits, rebuild self-trust, and live with greater integrity. And almost every success story that I've seen started with one thing: facing reality instead of hiding from it. So let's get into the truths. 1, porn is not helping you relax. One of the most common excuses I hear is, I just need something to take the edge off at the end of a long day. But porn is not relaxation. It is actually intense neurological stimulation. You are flooding your brain with a level of dopamine it was never designed to handle. That does not calm your nervous system. It overwhelms it. You do feel numb for a moment, but then more drained afterward. So it temporarily masks stress, but then brings it back stronger later. You add on top of that guilt, shame, depleted motivation, and that is not relaxation. That is emotional debt with interest. 2, it will feel worse before it feels better. Most guys make the mistake of starting their recovery expecting immediate relief. And instead, they hit boredom, irritability, restlessness, and they think that something is wrong. But withdrawal is not failure. Withdrawal and these feelings that you're feeling are proof that your brain is recalibrating. If you are past the honeymoon phase of recovery, which happens in the first few days, maybe the first couple weeks, you will feel what you used to avoid. That is not a problem. That is a part of the process. So if you know that ahead of time, it stops you from panicking when it happens. 3, a relapse does not erase your progress. All or nothing thinking destroys recovery. If I slip once, I failed. I might as well binge. That kind of mindset keeps guys stuck for years. Progress is directional. It's not perfect. If you watched less this month than last month, you're winning. So consistency beats your obsession with your streak. You are not building a streak, you are building a life. 4, it's not just porn, it's your entire dopamine ecosystem. Porn is usually the biggest offender, but it is not acting alone. Endless scrolling, news feeds, video games, junk food, constant stimulation, all easy dopamine sources with little to no effort. When your entire ecosystem trains your brain to expect instant reward, porn becomes inevitable. So real recovery means redesigning the whole environment that your brain lives in, not just deleting one app or one behavior. 5, you are not addicted to porn. You are addicted to escaping your life. Porn is not the problem. Porn is the symptom, not the root. The root is avoidance, loneliness, stress, boredom, lack of purpose, unprocessed emotion. If you only fight against porn, your brain will find another escape. It will reach for alcohol, junk food, scrolling. Even work can be a source of addiction. So the real question here is simple. What are you running from? What are you avoiding? That is where real recovery actually begins. 6, willpower is not the solution. Environment is. Most guys think that they just need to try harder. More discipline, more grit, more white knuckling. But research shows that the biggest difference between people with good habits and bad ones is not willpower. It's stimulus control. If your phone is in your bed, you will eventually lose. If you walk past the donut shop every morning, you will eventually cave. Recovery is not about fighting temptation. It's about designing a life where temptation is weaker to support your healthy habits. So add friction, add barriers, add structure. 7, if you just keep trying harder, you will keep relapsing. Maximum effort without strategy keeps guys stuck for years. Motivation is unreliable. Some days you feel strong, some days you feel empty. Systems are what carry you when your motivation disappears. A real recovery plan includes things like understanding your addiction, having daily structure, having practical tools, and having some form of accountability in the form of a coach, a therapist, a community, or even just a friend. Not just hoping tomorrow you will be stronger. 8, you will not quit by hating yourself. Many guys think that shame will push them to change. I'm disgusting. I should be better than this. But shame does not help you heal. Shame drives secrecy, isolation, and acting out. Recovery requires self-respect. One powerful shift is this: to tell yourself, I care about myself too much to keep harming myself this way. That mindset changes behavior at the root. 9, you cannot heal in isolation. Lone wolf recovery rarely works in the long term. You might be able to last a few days, maybe a few weeks, maybe even putting a few months together. But then inevitably a stressful day will hit, a challenge in your relationship, a fight, a setback, some night when you feel lonely. Without support and community, it's too easy to slide back quietly into your old habits and behaviors. So connection is not optional in recovery. It's part of the medicine. 10, your brain will lie to you to get what it wants. The saboteur voice is very clever. You deserve a reward. Everyone watches porn. Is it really all that harmful? No one's getting hurt. Some of these are outright lies and some of these are half truths, but they all serve one purpose: to pull you back into the habit. You have to plan for this in advance. When that voice of the saboteur appears, label it. I see you. If you see it, it can't overpower you. That's how you choose differently. 11, the old you must die for the new you to be born. There is real loss in recovery. You are letting go of an identity. You're letting go of a coping mechanism. You are letting go of a familiar escape that you might have used for the past few decades. Even if it hurts you, it's something that feels familiar. And most guys prefer a painful, familiar life over an uncertain, better one. So grieve the old version of you. Let him go, let him die, and step forward into your new life. 12, your identity must change, not just your behavior. Behavior sits on top of the foundation of identity. If you believe things like, I am powerless, I always fail, I cannot change, you will act accordingly. Recovery stabilizes when your identity shifts. When you start believing, I am a guy who does not need porn. I am healing. I can do hard things. Identity is the foundation. Behavior will follow. 13, you are training your future self right now. Every small action is a vote. Reaching for your phone, clicking on a tab, pausing before reacting. These moments shape who you become. Your future self is being trained today, so choose with awareness. 14, triggers are not the enemy. Unexamined reactions are. Triggers are inevitable. Stress, fatigue, sexual imagery, emotional discomfort. What matters more is your automatic reaction. If you do not map your patterns, if you do not start to see your patterns, you repeat them unconsciously. So awareness is step 1. You can't change what you can't see. 15, you cannot out-meditate a chaotic lifestyle. Mindset work is very powerful. It's one of the most powerful things you can do. It's one of the reasons I talk about mindfulness and meditation so much, but it cannot compensate for a wrecked nervous system. If you are sleeping poorly, overstimulated, isolated, and constantly stressed, recovery will feel impossible. So start with nervous system regulation. Go for a walk, eat healthy food, go to sleep earlier, reduce the amount of noise in your environment, simplify your life and your inputs. When you regulate first, you can actually have a stable recovery. 16, recovery will feel boring at first. Porn is like fireworks, instant novelty, infinite variety, constant arousal, and real life can feel flat by comparison in the beginning. But that does not mean something is wrong. It means that your brain is recalibrating its reward system. So stay patient. Eventually, depth will return. The subtle joys in simple pleasures will come back. Drinking a cup of coffee, watching the sunset, going for a walk. You start to be able to take joy in these once you recover. 17, you will feel emotions you have avoided for years. Numbness is the real addiction. Porn is just a tool we use to numb out. When you remove the tool, when you remove the numbing agent, those feelings that you've been avoiding will start to come back. The sadness, the loneliness, the anger, fear. This is not regression. This is your true self thawing out and starting to feel those feelings possibly for the first time. Over time, you will learn how to hold emotion instead of running away from it. That is what it means to truly be alive. If any of these truths hit you, that's a good sign. It means you are ready to stop running and start rebuilding your life. Recovery is not about trying harder. It's about seeing clearly and building structure to support yourself. If you want support doing that, I built Unhooked Academy for exactly that reason. We are going to be opening the doors for the next cohort soon, so check the link in the description if you want to get in on the academy. There's no shame there, no quick fixes. It's just real accountability and real support. So that's it for today, guys. See you guys on the next episode of Unhooked.